here's the thing that every dwarf has to deal with, and especially a dwarf comic, is fans come up to me after shows and they tell me their favorite dwarf joke, and I'm like, I have heard every one of these.
Give me an example, because I don't know any.
Oh my God, I could rattle them off. Let's see. I can never tell a woman her hair smells nice, or else that's sexual assault.
Right.
Did you hear about the psychic dwarf who escaped from prison? They put out a small, medium, at large. Why do dwarves laugh when they run? Because the grass tickles their.
You've got to memorize.
Yeah. Oh, God. And this happens every week.
Yeah.
And everyone comes up to me like, I've got one. The worst is when they tell me a joke. That's my joke. Like, I've written it. It was on a special. They're like, I don't know if you know this one. I'm like, I'm familiar with it.
Do you ever think, like, when you're on stage, just saying, look, I've heard every dwarf joke. Don't approach me with them once I'm done with the show.
Well, like, it's weird because I don't talk about that because I have to talk about something else that I would think would be even more obvious. But I literally have to go on stage and be like, hey, when the show is done, I will do a meet and greet. I will take photos with you. I will sign autographs. But I swear to you, if one of you a-holes tries to pick me up, I will fight you. All right?
So that's like a thing.
I'm 34. I'm 34, which is like 72 in dwarf.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
And, like, I have to tell this, like, grown. And you can literally see the looks on people's faces after I say, do not pick me up.
Right.
They have this look on their face like, oh, I wanted to pick him up.
Right.
What makes you think that you could come up to a grown man and then reenact your favorite scene from The Lion King? No. Don't pick me up.
That's off limits.
Look what's in my pocket right now.
Yeah.
I have a tactical pen in my pocket.
Uh-oh.
This is the kind of
Really?
thing that you use.
You have to take me through this, because now I'm jealous that you have one.
Can you
and
bring
I
that
don't.
on an airplane?
Yes, you can, because it writes, and all a tactical pen does is it's used like in case you're in a car that like goes over the side and it goes in the river, like you can smash the window.
That's brilliant. I need one. How much does it cost?
Like $20. It's
I'll buy
nothing.
one today.
So I got a tactical pen. So
That is a big fear of mine.
Yeah. So
being trapped in a
Really?
car, like you fall off the bridge or
plunges into
something.
like a
I thought
the
his
Chesapeake Bay.
I thought his big fear was midget stabbing him. I can see why that would be a fear.
It might be now.
You'll never see it coming. Yeah, I was 19 years old. I was in the audience, and Mencia was on stage making midget jokes, and half the audience was laughing, and half the audience that was sitting by me was like,
Right. Right.
and he noticed that, and he goes, what's wrong? Like, these are funny jokes. Why aren't you guys laughing? He goes, what? Is one of them here? And I just raised my creepy little hand in the air, and I was like, what's up, dude? And he called me up on stage, and I ran up there. It took me about 45 minutes, and then he asked me some questions, and I answered the questions. I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just answering questions, but my answers got laughs.
Did you know you were funny, though? Like, you were always like...
Yeah. Well, like, I knew I was funny because that was my defense. Like,
Right.
like whenever... Like, I made someone cry on the very first day of school because my dad... Like, all right... My dad knew that I'd be made fun of as a kid because my dad's tall.
Mhm.
So his whole thing was like, I'm going to make fun of you first.
I'm going to desensitize you to it.
Yeah, but like he would do it in a supportive way. So he would make fun of me and then he would say, hey, hit me back with something. Hit me back. So we would like train. So like
It's weird.
yeah, we
So
were
you
like
were
He was like
prepared
the
for it.
Earl
You were ready.
Woods.
yeah, he was like Yoda and Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
but the sizes were reversed. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, the first day of school, a kid walked up to me and went, "Ha, you're little," and I went, "Ha, your mom doesn't live with your dad anymore." And I live in Orange County, so that's a 50-50 shot of getting that one right,
Yeah.
and I did. So yeah, the kid cried, and I got sent to the principal's office for having the better joke. So yeah.
So you were prepared. So you were a funny kid,
Yes.
witty kid. You know how to handle yourself. When he calls you up on stage, you're not shy at all. You run upstage on stage.
Run on stage. He asked me what I do for a living, and at the time, this is not a joke. At the time, I was working at Disneyland, and
Hilarious.
right? I know you're like, which one were you? Shut up. My
He's gonna play another song.
Yeah, my
Here it
actual
comes.
job was funnier than if I
Small
was
world.
a dwarf. My actual job was I was a bodyguard for the characters, so I would walk around with Mickey, Donald, and if a 5-year-old steps out on line, I gotta be like, "What's up, bitch?" That was my job.
So great.
Yeah, it was a fun job. So yeah, in that I got laughs from the audience just saying my honest answers, and that feeling is like none other. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do this for a living. So I was going to USC. I had a year left to graduate, and I dropped out. But people are like, what? You dropped out of college? I was majoring in communications. We didn't lose a cancer cure.
Yeah, I'm right there with this, my guy.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, it's like you can't. Yeah, I wasn't going to do anything crazy. Like, best case scenario, I'm doing your job right now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I did that, and I dropped out, and I started doing stand-up, and that was 14 years ago. I'm doing this for 14 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It was real easy to get on because when the dwarf shows up, everyone assumed I was the pro. Everyone just like, oh, yeah, he's funny. Like, how do you know? Look at him. Yeah, it's kind of, as I say, like, it's kind of hard. Like, it's almost cheating being a dwarf and a comedian. Because it's like, this is how I write jokes. Step 1, be a dwarf. Step 2, wait. Funny stuff's going to happen to you.